Back in September, the Cardinals lost an instant classic in their first matchup against the Lions. Can Detroit do it again? Find out next on EA Sports.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. We've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game, but this is the one that's the real challenge.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the play and immediately got to the pass.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside.
Connor loses it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And now off to the races, down the right side, and into the end zone. A scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
The try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This take it in at the goal line. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately. Others say, you know something? Let's feed him the ball again next series and see if he's going to be able to atone for it. Let's see what they decide to do.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 51 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And some space here.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Connor up the middle. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
And here's Tucker McCann now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. McCann now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field. They're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. Oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field. So he put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Swift. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A pass complete to Moore. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd and goal, Murray, screen pass to Connor. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cards have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense set to take over. Right now, they're in some uncharted waters, Charles. They haven't been facing deficits like this season. We're going to see what they're made of.
And I think the easy thing right now is for us to discuss how the home crowd can help them, carry them along. Bottom line, though, they've got to make plays to get the crowd back into it, to help them with the rest of their game. That means best players got to make those big-time plays right now. They need them in a big way.
All right, fought so hard to be here at home for the conference championship game. See if they can propel themselves to the Super Bowl. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. And that one going to come up short. No throw.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And take it right on the 30. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with his better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing now is Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
From the gun, a give to Connor. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Again, it's Connor. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
But we tend to give those running backs and slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see a surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Over the middle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
McCann's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be tackled.
Well, it's looking like another blowout here in the championship game. We're just unstoppable.
Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
To Williams on the jet sweep. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. There he goes left side. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. But that play, it looked like trouble from the very beginning, and it wound up being even bigger trouble than they anticipated.
Yeah, and instead of cutting his losses on the play, I think what happens here is receivers get so excited about this play call with a chance to run with it that they try and really make it work no matter what. He just needed to cover up on that one, but he didn't, and they lost possession.
Quick slant caught by Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Connor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss.
Touchdown! James Conner saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. But CD, you know he's got great options. Tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? Forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible, too.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. If we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And that will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Connor on the read option. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That 2nd down play call was not to
Hey, what's going on?
They did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Murray from midfield. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And the catch made by Hopkins. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Let's go, baby.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he'll dump this one off to Connor. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals continue to pull away here in this 1st half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, That's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. McCann for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw now on first down. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the Battle of the Sea. He will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Baltimore Ravens who are heading back to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And you'll see they've continued to run the ball well. It's been a staple of theirs all year as they look to move forward in these playoffs. Meanwhile, for the Lions, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Our two squads making their final adjustments prior to the second half kick. Which team will be the one standing as NFC champions at the end? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon and Charles.
We welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
All right. First half was a blowout. Let's see how many points we can get in the second half. Game before this, we got 66. So that's the highest. Let's see what we can get.
To the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once again, it's Swift. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing and run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, Connor. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that rig tackle attempt.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. Here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Connor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Lions will take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Murray. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They run behind center with Connor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6.
And taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10, touchdown Cardinals. kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Yeah, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Cardinals.
And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 158 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Holding, offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. They got his man complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. Accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10 is counter, and he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 11 now, Murray. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's counter. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Connor going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
They're going to run. Here's Connor, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Oh, boy, hang on here. J.J. Watt appears to be injured or at least shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. There'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's more on the return. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start with a give to Connor. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
2nd down and 4.
He'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not getting the 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, nice. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Connor. And some room to maneuver.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. An option handoff given to Connor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping this is going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Arizona.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. McCann now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit.
It's on all Madden. I'll show you. Hold on.
The second half is...
There it is. All Madden. I've even toned down the fumbles and interceptions almost to 0 on computer and user side. Yeah. Thanks, man. A lot of people don't believe it, but if you ever in here with people saying it's on rookie, you know. See what I'm saying? Here we go. Let's make it 60.
They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Now back onto the field comes the Cardinal.
We're going for 60 points here. Yeah, I know. A little glitch there.
It's complete. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean,
Yeah, sometimes they need to fix that. I've seen that on several occasions.
something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Just the blowout. You should have been here for the last one. We scored, I think it was 66 we put up. I haven't scored this many points. It's just been in the last couple weeks.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, this game,
yeah, it gets repetitive. I wish they'd change it up.
Decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just output.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Oh, they decided to play.
Set in a hurry. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Come get it, boys. Come get it. Oh, now that's icing on the cake. That's entertainment.
So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there?
And I'll show you the settings if you hang around after the game. I'll show you. I've been lowering the fumble rating and everything, but my players are just, they've been updated. No, these are actual players. I've just upgraded them. This is year 3.
Whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
All right, now that that's over, I'll show you the settings. I got it on right now.
Sharing the joy of being the NFC champs, and now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
Dang, that's something I haven't done. I couldn't imagine having a 99 overall offense, man. I bet you tear them up. My offense is probably right around at 83. The defense is at 84. But I've maintained the core players, so it's been a fun build. The salary cap's been the issue. Year 2 was pretty rough. All right, as you can see, last playoff game was 66-6. This one is 66-17. All right. Here's the franchise settings. League settings, I've turned off firing coaches because it maintains like a steady league. Nobody's trading for like Justin Herbert and that. They're not moving all over the place. But that's the skill set. All right. Then we'll go to the gameplay sliders. I did mess with the fatigue a little bit, but as you can see, my fumble rating for the player is a 2. Interceptions is a 15. The computer skill is a 2. Interceptions for a computer is 20, which they don't pick off anything. So I'm going to up that to a 25. I might even put their fumbles at 0. Because, man, it's just like every time I hit them, they can't hang on to the ball. I even fumble a lot too, so But that's that. Injuries are at 25. That's standard. Fatigue's at 53, so the players get a little... You think so? See, that's what I'm confused on, because I had it at 50, and it seemed like they fumbled all the time. Maybe you're right. God, that'd make me feel real stupid. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll try setting it at 50 for the next game, see if that fixes anything. But see, that's weird because the interception thing, when I had it on 50, something's off with the sliders. Yeah, I do got Isaiah Simmons. I got like 3 or 4 guys that are big hitters. Buda Baker. All the linebackers are pretty good. So what I might do... I'm gonna set it at 0. I want to see if that... And I'll set their interception ratio to 25. That'll even it out. So that way, either side will have an advantage. It'll be equal anyway. It'll be like 50-50. So I'm going to go with that the next game. But that's it for now. New injury. Let's see what we got going on there. 2 of my defensive linemen aren't going to be playing. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know you could change it mid-game. If I noticed a lot of fumbles happening, I didn't know you could change it in mid-game, though. That's pretty cool. So we'll try it. We got the Super Bowl next. We're going to be playing Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. So that should be a real big challenge for us. Although Simmons is a freak of nature. Take a look at his, let's see here. Take a look at his stats as far as like abilities here. He's a 95. He's a strong safety. I play him as my linebacker a lot. Ratings though, a 94 speed, 93 acceleration, 84 awareness, 94 tackle, 92 pursuit. I mean, this man's a beast. And he never gets hurt. Okay, we got him. That's a backup strong safety. Then take a look at Buda Baker here, man. A 98. And these are all builds. Like, I did not mess with any attributes or anything. It's just their builds and how they've developed over the 3-year course. Look at all those 90s. 94 pursuit, 95 recognition, 96 awareness. Then you move to the secondary. We got Mullen Jr. at a 90. We got Murphy Jr. at a 91. And we got Jalen Thompson at a 90. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically 6 guys with 90 ratings on the defense. And then, of course, offense, we got 97 Hopkins. This guy right here, if you ever do a fantasy draft or anything like that, I'd pick him up. This guy's very underrated. Very underrated. Man, to tell you the truth, the online, I don't really like the online gameplay. Do you play much? It just feels glitchy. It's not like as fluid as when you play offline. It's really discouraging, man. I mean, I don't know if anybody else noted. There's a huge, like, difference. And I know it depends on your internet, but What's up, Junie? How's it going? But I've noticed a big difference online. Everybody, sure. Oh, I got you. All right, Junie, you are now a moderator. Son of Neptune, you want to be a moderator too? I really need some people just in case we ever do get big. We're closing in on 500 subs, so I imagine the crowds will start coming pretty soon. I'm going to need some help. It's just you help control the chat, make sure everybody's nice to each other and all that. You don't have to. I just figured I'd ask. All right, you're at it as a moderator too, and if you guys got any friends you want to ever join and watch, I play like all the time. Yeah, the bots are a big thing too, man. They pop in. Sometimes I don't even know they're bots until they start spamming my dang chat. But I'd spread the word about this guy, Rondale Moore. I mean, this guy, he has a solid rating. I think he's like a 78. But if you develop him right, he's awesome. Yeah, that guy right there, like you said there. ATN, or ETN, I can't remember how to say it exactly, but that's definitely a guy. If I ever see him available on my franchise, I'm going to pick him up as my third running back. He is a beast. Basically like having a wide receiver. Running back. Take a look at James Conner's stats for the year. Scored 5 touchdowns in that last game, man. It's pretty awesome. On the season, though, 1,700 yards, 19 touchdowns, 9 fumbles, man. And like I've been telling Neptune, I've been adjusting the fumble settings, trying to get it down because it's just ridiculous. And I'm already on 0 right now in my ratings, my settings. I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm trying to lower it a little bit so I don't freaking fumble 3 times a game. Here's a look at my offensive line. All these guys I've drafted within the first 2 drafts. This guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. So, man, my line's solid for probably the next 4 years. Yeah, we'll go ahead and try the Super Bowl out. Let's go ahead and get to it. Well, give me a second before I kick off, all right? Give me 2 minutes. I'll put it on the stats or something so you guys can look at it. I'll put it on my roster. And I'll be right back. I got to charge this controller a few minutes. It's 23. Madden 23, that's what this is. Okay, controller seems charged. I think we're ready to go. You could be a witness because I know I'll have a bunch of shorts cut up and at least you'll be able to say you've seen them in the game. All right, it's the Pro Bowl. Let's skip past that. Lamar Jackson having a 99, that's tough. Thanks, I think so too. We'll see. Hopefully it goes our way. I do want to make it more fair for the computer, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to bolster their interception ratio to a 50. You know, if I'm good, I should be able to handle that. We'll see what we can do. We're definitely going to watch containment, scramble for Lamar Jackson. And we're going to counter the blitz. This will be an interesting one. They're number one. They have the number one ranked rush defense. We'll see after this. Yeah, you're right. I think, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that right now because I don't want to screw it up while I'm playing. Let's just set it to where they have a 50. I think that's fair. We'll set mine to 0 because I'm not really worried about it. I want a challenge, so we'll do that. All right, so you're my witness. 50 on the interceptions, 50 on the fumbles. I have a 15. I have a 0 on fumbles. This will be really interesting. I'm going to have to be really careful. And you're also a witness. It's on all Madden. So if you see any commenters coming through saying, get it off rookie, you know it's not on rookie. At least I have a witness. All right, let's go.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Cards. All that and more coming up next.
Yeah, this is a PS5. That's why it probably looks a little different.
As it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the chance from the other side, the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins...
And really, man, the difference is, it's the subtle differences that I've noticed in between the PS5 and the PS4. I have both. I just got lucky and got a PS5 during that mad rush. But it's definitely nice. All right, let's get it.
It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go. It's Super Bowl 59. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Here come the Cardinals, and it is
Yeah, Justin Tucker. Oh, if you like Justin Tucker, I got a guy. If you're good at the accuracy, He should be on Madden 22. His name's Tucker McCann. I mean, man, I've been nailing 60-yard field goals with him. And you can get him for the minimum. I'm talking like $800K on the free agent list.
On the task at hand.
Yeah, if you get a chance to look through my short videos and stuff, I got a bunch of his 60-yard field goals.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be
oh, good. This is going to be a challenge. This is going to be a challenge. I am not quitting it either. Let's see what we can do.
First touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So not only the
yeah, no, I will. If it start getting like 4 in the first quarter, I'll be like, oh, God, I'm going to have to change this.
fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, damn. He's acting like he can't hear me. Okay, there he goes.
To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on.
That was dangerous.
Second down.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
First carry for James Conner. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of it.
Yeah, that was a stupid pass.
Pretty easy yardage there, right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Murray fighting, lost the football.
Oh, there's 2.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical
Oh, I bet it is.
We'll step aside.
Run and gun. I know it's obvious, but he's obviously really good throwing on the run.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? And decide you run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose.
Yeah, I think he is a tad underrated. Just a little bit.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to run into a...
Oh, what a stop on 4th down. Or 3rd down.
Play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because, you know, those defensive
All right, let's see if we can make a difference here. It's been rough, first two drives.
That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
This will be fielded at the 17. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Connor. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
All right, they got a linebacker over there in Hawkins. I imagine the corner is going to probably pick him up, and he's going to go to the flat. We're going to try to hit Hopkins.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I couldn't get that one.
Saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it,
Actually covered pretty well.
The jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. Let's see if he can rebound. Rolling to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away.
All right, a rough first 3 series here. I didn't want to throw it up for grabs because I know it's being on all Madden, they'll pick it.
We got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Ravens.
All right, this will be an interesting.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession.
Interesting one here. I imagine, I know eventually what's going to happen. They're going to start running with Lamar. If I start shutting down the running game, they're going to start running the option. So that's going to be the dangerous part. It might even be here.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing.
No, not yet.
And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
This is usually the down I've noticed. If they're gonna start running, this is gonna be it. We're gonna do a cover 3 sky.
When you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working.
We're gonna spread the defense out and cover the flat.
Maybe more later on.
Tight end. Say yes. That's good coverage. That was good coverage right there. I had him pinned to where if he would have run it, I mean, we could have nailed him.
On is the punt team now as this one sent away. Returning it is Moore. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come.
All right, we're going to try to implement some of the running game, get them softened up, then we'll start hitting them with the passing. I'm going to go with that jet touch pass. Let's see if we can get him on the outside. This guy's got a 95 speed. Oh my God, a delay game. Really? The Bears are actually my favorite team. I like the Cardinals though, and I like the Falcons. But the Bears, that's where I'm from. Chicago area. That's okay. Minor setback.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout.
Okay, because they have the bar so high, I can't call daggum audibles. So it's going to be an issue. We're definitely going to have to run.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space.
They're going to try to use their aggressiveness against them on this one.
First quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, screen pass to Connor. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past.
That worked perfect. Those are good teams. It'll be fun builds on Madden.
His first 3 passes was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder,
Yeah, because they blitz. I didn't really look at the ratings. I'm sure it's like 70% of the time. I'm trying to catch this wedge. You see between where I'm double teaming the defensive lineman. I got the mic called out. That little wedge right in between there, man, that's my gap if I can get to it.
Connor up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You're going to notice if I can work it right, that gap's going to open up. That lineman is going to start catching that linebacker.
And give their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. Room here to run. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 30.
See what I'm saying? That play they tried to blitz with the linebacker. That was an easy pickup. I don't have the Wildcat in mind. But, I mean, Connor is a beast. So a lot of times he'll break. I think he had on the season over 580 yards after contact. That's crazy.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Connor on the read option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because
Okay, now we're going with the dagger play. I want to really see. Well, the defense is set up soft here. They got 3 defensive linemen. I'm probably going to end up running we're going to run an inside zone against this. There's no point of throwing it up. They're bringing the safeties down. They're going to try. They'll probably end up blitzing here. We'll see.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to be
I mean, easy money. Easy money right there.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7.
All right, now here I noticed they got the line stacked. I could probably hit him over the top, but we're going to go with the safe play here.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken.
Bowl in the China shop.
43 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Yeah, you know how it is, man, because you see sometimes they're really deceiving. I mean, you'll see a play wide open, they make some kind of ridiculous play. So right here, since we've been running, 0-1 trap. I ran that on another franchise a lot. We're going to look at a play action. I want to see how the defense sets up on this one. Yeah, they're not press coverage. I'm running.
just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Yeah, it was close. All right, let's look at this one again. They're still not pressed. That's not what I want, so we're going to probably run the option one more time.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done.
All right, you see this fade smash play? That Moore, if he can get over top of the safety, depending on how they're setting up. Let's try it. Let's look and see.
It made a really nice play.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to take Hopkins. We're going to run him around on the cross. Of course, he can't hear me, so it really don't matter. Let's see what Moore's got.
Snap comes to Murray and
Go underneath. Oh, my goodness. It's okay. Oh, man. It's all right. As long as they don't score on offense, we're good.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Yeah.
First down run, call it 8.
It's all right. I mean, I expect it, man. I've been in games worse than this, so. Like I said, I'm looking for a challenge after beating teams by freaking 50. I want a challenge. As you can see, look at the offensive yardage there. We're dominating. It's just the turnovers.
And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. 2 yards, good enough for first.
No, unfortunately, man, I had to let him go. In the cap casualty last season, he's on Detroit, who we actually played the last game.
Just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
All right, 3rd and 2. Probably going to be a play here. Yeah, I really didn't want to let him go, but luckily I built up defensive ends and defensive tackles to kind of cut the slack.
And people wanted to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
The quick feet by Jackson. And they will touch him down, but not.
All right, here we go. Here we go. I did pick up Akeem Hicks and also a guy off the Bears named Quinn, Robert Quinn. I picked him up just to beef up the pass rush a little bit.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
And this one too low.
Wow, what the heck was that? What was that?
Because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery, and I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets this underneath to down.
All right, got him. Let's see if they bring Tucker out or if we get the punt.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me...
Again, look who made the tackle. It's Isaiah Simmons. Field goal unit is coming on. Oh, man.
You have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt.
All right, he missed.
The game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board.
Oh, unnecessary roughness.
And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team there.
Difficult, and then we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional.
All right, looking for D-Hop here. Let's see what happens. So they're stacked. Look at, they got 8 in the box.
Murray now on first down.
No! Oh, my God. God almighty. Guess we're going to have to play defense all day. It's all right.
So he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Man, I had him in the backfield.
Back to that one. First play of the drive.
He broke free.
15 and a first down.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact.
I don't know. That guy had to weigh about 300 pounds.
Turning it into a big play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And he'll lose yardage on the play.
He's had a couple ugly duck throws. That's about it. We've been handling him pretty good. I'm proud of the defense here.
Watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check it to a throw the next time.
I'm going to try to throw him off here and bring a blitz. Cover 3 sky.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's brought down.
Dang it. Go figure. I had good position there, too.
That pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he'll get it.
Man, he almost got loose.
But still going to bring up a 3rd down. run up the gut with Dobbins. And he won't be close to
Man, thank God for the defense.
right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left.
Yeah, that's true. I need to, if I get a good shot on him, I can get the ball from him for sure.
Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, we're still in this game. Hold on.
Now making their way back.
All right, offense, it is time to step up.
Kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they run the option on second down. And he'll go out near midfield at the 40.
All right, man. Yeah, our running back definitely, he's been solid.
Read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. This offense finding its
Thanks, man. All right, I hope this play works. I'm interested to see.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray.
Oh my God, he was wide open. I missed him.
Just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes.
I'm actually just using the PS5. And then what I do is I cut video as I play.
His hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
They run behind center with counter. And he's got room. And a strong
Big run. We'll take that one.
68 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Part of their strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10.
All right, the corners are getting closer on our receivers now. Bet a little later we'll have some opportunities.
Throwing now is Murray. Targeting now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll get
Are you freaking kidding me?
32-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He finds his man complete. It's Bass.
Yeah, it might be.
Very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Jackson on 1st down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's a definite. That last one really hurt.
For them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll run with Dobbins. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Yeah, for sure. Of course, I say that's a lot easier said than done. We'll try it.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Oh, my God, we got bailed out. Did we ever?
So reverse the
good deal.
See if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch? When they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count, can they get it back together?
Nice. And a sack.
Robert Quinn. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Jackson. Sideline throw, it's complete.
There we go. At least we held them to a field goal. We still got a timeout. I doubt we're going to do anything this late in the half, but it's nice to get the ball back.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their 1st half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this 1st half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. The slot man in motion right. Murray now on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw again on second down. Murray. He's got a man on the crossing route.
What a catch.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
All right, they're definitely blitzing here. Definitely. I'm bringing more over the other side. Go, man, go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson.
Oh, my gosh. He's got it. Touchdown. Got him.
The first half is winding down, and the Cardinals are on the board here in this Super Bowl. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing.
Let's go. Let's go, man. All right, we cut that lead down. We needed that.
Scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over.
Oh, that'll definitely be a short for sure. That was awesome. That was a bomb.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. Throw right side taken in by Wallace.
All right, so we're going to go into halftime here. 13-7. All right, let me charge the controller up a little bit. Give me a minute, and we'll get the second half kicked off. Try to win this thing.
Jonathan Coachman, he has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half, and they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, we take a look there at the numbers for them running the football in that first half. These two teams have had plenty of extra time to make their final adjustments, but time's just about up. The final half of the NFL season is upon us. So let's get it back out to our Super Bowl broadcast team. Here's Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
All right, who's ready for the second half here? All right.
These two teams sat through a longer than
Good deal.
30-minute
We'll try to implement, like I said, the same defense. We're going to have to contain Lamar because he hasn't been activated yet. I'm a little worried about that. We're not using a spy, but we're using containment defenses. Cover 3 sky has been a specialty. Oh my God, get him down. The hell? Thanks, man. I'll tell you what, I've played him a few times. Obviously, by far, he's the toughest scrambling quarterback to play. This is going to be an option play right here, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to crash the line. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we need to do. That's what we need. See, I know from playing with the Ravens what they run out of, so anything in that pistol set, split set is definitely bad news. They're going to probably run the ball here, maybe hit Andrews. That's probably what they're going to do. We're going to watch him. Yeah. Oh, that's 4th down. Yeah, baby, we're getting the ball back. Simmons, look who it is, guys. Isaiah Simmons.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away.
Son of Neptune, please let everybody know what the ratings are so they're not saying I'm on rookie. Yeah, that'd been nice.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10.
And you've also witnessed the slider changes and all that, so you know what's going on.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yes, for sure. All right, man. I'm really hoping the option play breaks open for us. It's been pretty tough. I've fumbled 2 or 3 times already. Yeah, he's taking plays off. You know, he's tired. We're going to go with the read option again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Connor on the read option. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. To throw is Murray. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early...
That didn't work out too well.
They should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of position.
That's all right.
Here on the punt. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And our game's hit a little bit
all right.
Here, a little bit of a snag.
Cover 3 sky. Send an outside linebacker blitz. Look at the set. Notice that. Now this one could be a handoff since they optioned it last time. There we go. We did it again.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On second down, a run with Dobbins. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they're going to have this across.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
84 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a first down coming up. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Damn, superhuman.
What this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Working with a 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down.
Man, they're getting so lucky.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it the right time,
man, their running game is freaking pretty tough. All right, I got you.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Dobbins hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Oh, my God. That's the miracle we needed right there. Oh, man. We needed that. Was it legitimately a fumble? That's my problem.
A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in.
That was close.
Money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And now,
I think they're getting the ball back.
Just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field
overturn. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option.
Man.
Into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens will extend their third-quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised.
It's all good.
They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead out 2 more. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes...
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll be at the
My God.
Great field position here in the red zone. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold him to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Man, oh man.
J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Tucker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Dang.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 29, Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. From the gun, Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how you...
Welcome back. You missed a couple touchdowns.
the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Murray a give. This is counter. They do get a
No, it's definitely not looking good.
3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down.
I'm not certain on that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
And they're playing defense like I don't even know.
Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left
We're going for it. No, I haven't.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. He's got it at the 15.
Nice catch.
About the 12-yard line. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the fourth and final quarter. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Now Murray. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Murray again. He'll dump this one off to Connor, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football.
Are you freaking kidding?
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to school.
Oh, you did? I thought you did. Well, actually, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law. And it's 9/10 in this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And some room to run now. And they work this out past the 25.
Yeah, we're definitely. I don't know what I'm going to do, though, if I don't have the option. I don't know if I do. Game options, I don't think I can actually change it. Simulation, on Madden. Yeah. Oh, heck. You know, it's okay, though. I'm going to, if it comes down to taking the L, I'm going to take the L. I mean, it's okay. I ain't worried about it. Always got next year.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he takes it.
Oh, man. They're punishing me.
67 yards on the ground. So
You know, it's actually kind of refreshing, though, because beating the last two teams by like 50-something points, it was definitely a good game. It was fun. It was close for a while. We got next season, though. It's all good.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And I don't know what got into him, but Dobbins is not normally a beast like that.
Bringing up 2nd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
The quick feet, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Oh my God.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
He's activated at the right moment, ain't he?
Hold on to the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much...
We're going to try to end it on a high note, though. Something to go into next season with. We got to score at least a couple.
Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. And he'll get it up across the 20.
Yeah, probably so.
Something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery has been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the one touchdown score to this point. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick in the game, but it does bring up fourth down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So out now come the Cardinals. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Ravens have got it.
Yeah, this fumble thing is not. The slider thing is really messed up. I don't think. I'm not going to take the L because it's the slider. That's what's done it. I've lost the ball like 7 times. I'm not taking that L. It's not right.
That's why they're down so big.
We're quitting it, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. We're not going out like that. Minus the fumbles, it was a competitive game. The more I sit there and think about it, I'm like, they really took advantage. All right, they got 50. I had mine at 0. I'm not sure if you noticed that. So what we're going to do... Let's see, the computer had 50. They were forcing a bunch of fumbles on me. Yeah, we'll set it. We'll set it back up. I'll give them a slight advantage at 45. We'll do that. That way everything's 50. Should be good. Okay, so judging with that, we'll probably start a stream up later on in about an hour or so. Okay. I'm going to chill out for a minute here, probably cut up some video. I still have to cut up the NFC Championship game video. Post that up. Oh yeah, it should be good now that it's even. I don't know why it was so drastic though. I didn't never notice it like that. Well, like I said, please be sure to leave a like, guys, and subscribe, and we'll be back on later. You'll get a notification. Get on here and chat with me. All right, we'll see you guys in a little while. Bye, guys.